Okay, good. Good, good, good. I could have swore I checked this and that it was empty, but no. Alright, there's one other around here, which is good because this is the generalized area I need to be in anyway, so... I do know there was one other thing that I wanted to talk about that I thought was kind of funny in an interesting way. Because one thing that's always kind of interests me is, if you want to be technical, the generation of gaming has been one more of the 80s and 90s. Which means those kids that were raised on video games are all grown up now. Particularly more or less the ones that I want to... late 80s. Late 80s. Because, yeah, Super Nintendo. And that's what a lot of indie games are kind of more or less like, is by those kids. But to me, things like that, seeing the way they've grown up is interesting to me, because it's like, I know it's old, but I just heard it, the Mario Kart love song. It's like, I didn't know that was a thing, and because of the way those kids have grown up, and it's made gaming so much more of a socially acceptable thing, as to where, you know, you would be considered a weirdo and shit otherwise. So, like, I still joke about it now, and I'll be like, oh, you'd laugh at me if I told you I played Pokemon. But no, like, there's some pretty crazy fucking people out there. One girl, she's behind me by like a year, I think. She did her final for digital illustration on Zelda. She did Link, Midna, and Zelda as her project. So, yeah. And then, of course, even the older audiences, because I have another friend, Jennifer, she's like 38, and like she knows Zelda just by the shield. So, oh, thank you. And I know that some people, like, couples, they'll have little gamer cakes or whatever. Honestly, I do but don't like the idea, just because I feel like gaming has also gotten to a point where it's like, it's becoming a hipster kind of thing, if you will. Okay, he was still in there. It's like, if you're gonna have to brag and talk about it, you're not involved in the community. You're just an attention-grabbing faggot, to put it as simply as possible. Do you see... Excuse me. Do you see NASCAR fans going out of their way to rub NASCAR in your fucking face like it's a piece of chocolate cake? I want to say the answer to that is no, but I bet if you live in the right city, it's probably yes. So, maybe my analogy kind of went to shit, but... It's the idea that I'm talking about, is like, people like pride themselves so much on it that, I mean, it's nice that you enjoy the fact that you are one, because I am such a loser that literally gaming is majority of my influences and my... Yeah. Like, one assignment I had to do, it was 4 looks, and I decided on the seasons. You know how I decided on the seasons? Banjo-fucking-Kazooie. Yep, Click Clockwood. That's how I got the idea. Where's the door? Am I not in front of it? You see the door, Luigi? Thank you. Vincent Van Gore. Easily one of the coolest ghosts in the game, and of course, one of the last ones. It's the idea on how you go through this that's what I love so much. He has you basically fight everything all over again in groups before you even earn the privilege of battling him. He himself is not much of a challenge. Good, I have an element. But how, like, the idea of this as well, like, bringing the paintings to life, is pretty nice. And when you put in the whole perspective of how heavily influenced paintings are in this game, it's kind of interesting too. Because really, this game is very heavy on paintings. Hell, for all we know, and I'm pretty sure there is more backstory to this that I just don't know, he could have been the whole influence to trapping Mario in a painting, and then E Gadd's involvement in paintings, and all sorts of things of that nature. Like, it all could have just devolved around this one thing. And we probably more like being me, just not known it. And the idea of like how they played with his name, Van Gore, I love that. That sounds so badass. Whoa, I'm not shooting him with ice, what? Oh, there's my phone. There is one other thing I want to do. I'm going to try and see if I can do it casually. When your health gets to a certain point, Luigi's cries become different sounding. So, more panicky, more on edge. I got some health. I guess that's a plus. And there's one scream in particular that I absolutely love. I was expecting to show it off in that secret room when I was expecting myself to die, but that didn't happen, so. Come on! Do it! No. That cry is my absolute favorite, and I love it. I love the panic in his voice and all of that. And it sounds even better when you're shrunk. Now this, again... I got two of them, but you see what I mean. See how much quicker that is. There. That's all it took. Having an element helps significantly. I don't feel like ruining his voice by reading his dialogue, so I'm just gonna let you interpret it in your own way. Because he's one of my favorite characters, and I don't want to, like, put him to shame by giving him some stupid, shitty sounding voice or something of that nature. He's the coolest motherfucker in this game. Hands down. I also love the way the key comes out of the chest in this. That's clever as shit. And that's our final area. So that was the diamond. Oh no, hold on. Also, you see right there, what's her name? Lydia, and then back there's Biff Atlas. I like that too. Where is it? Where's everyone? Hello? I really dislike these boots. And I'm also glad, of course, that they didn't, like, the designers didn't, like, become ignorant to their own idea. Like, if you're gonna have a game about ghosts, like, it's nice that they didn't make it so heavy on boos. I mean, I think they did a decent job of balancing it by adding original ghosts, but it's like, for a while there, when you didn't see any boos, it almost made you wonder, it's like, did they just completely exclude it from the game in general, or no? I mean, no, they kept it in. And another thing I really like about it, because I didn't notice it until when I was playtesting at this point, but look at the way the Boo acts. I like how it covers its eyes, and of course, I mean, that's really, really minimal. But I mean, I like it because it's one of those things, like, I didn't even notice it, and it's like, that's the way a Boo is, because remember, they're meant to be very shy, and they look away, like they're not supposed to let you see them. So the fact that he covers his eyes and all that, that's cool to me for some reason. And, you know, in the Super Mario Bros. Games, they do that when you look at them, but here it's programmed to do it at a certain point and then try and fly around. So I mean, it's nice to know that they didn't forget that important feature of their personality as well. Shy but vicious. There you go. That is it, and as a result, you can see out of fucking nowhere, you were spawned with a lovely gold diamond. Sweet. And I don't have as much money as I could be having, actually. This is Kind of bad, because I should be having in the thousands of bills. The thousands of coins I can ignore, because it's like, oh, well, hey, you took damage. So be it. That happens. I'm not mad about that. The idea that I've forsaken the bills, though, disappoints me a little. Is there no health around here that I can get? If anything, it'd be in the light. Yep. Come here. Come here. Come here! How are you gonna just do me like that? Ugh. Also, another thought, of course, that I had a while ago but never vocalized was, I wonder how much of an influence this had on Sunshine, in the sense of, like, oh, Luigi has a vacuum, and then he sprays water for him. Hurt. You know, like, how quickly did that devolve into Sunshine? Another thing was that, of course, like, it's pretty much a well-known fact, is that, thank you, fucking annoying. Won't even knock anything out of the damn face. The game wasn't actually originally planned to be a game. It was only shown off as a tech demo, but of course Nintendo decided, hey, why the hell not? Make it a game. And of course, Nintendo made a damn good decision. Because this is probably easily deemed as one of the best GameCube games for the console. It was a great launch title. It's short in length, which is kind of sucky, but like, oh damn it, there was a scene I wanted to show off! Whatever, I've got a backup file, I'm gonna show it off. I'm going to show it off. But there was a certain cutscene that I never saw before that I did. If you go here earlier before you have 40 boos, there's a certain cutscene, and it's cool as shit, and I never knew about it. Because I did it, and I was looking for the boo, and I was like, oh, I don't know, let's just go down here anyway, let's check it out. So, I guess I can link an annotation or something, because I really want to show it off.